Hey, welcome back to today's shoulder workout. Today I'm gonna run you through a series of exercises that's gonna strengthen your shoulders. You have shoulders that are broken into 3 muscle groups. There's an anterior deltoid, a medial deltoid, and a posterior deltoid. We're gonna isolate those deltoids. We're gonna deal with it. You're gonna love the way you look. You're gonna love how strong you feel and functional you'll be with this workout. Let's keep it going. All right, so let's warm up the shoulders and the upper body. Let's start with focus on the deltoids. We're gonna focus on the anterior delt, the medial delt, and the posterior delt. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put our arms nice and wide. What we're gonna do is rotate opposing directions, nice and slow, stretching those thumbs out. Let's do about 20 to 25 repetitions here, and pause between rotations. Really reaching here, and switching and reaching. Okay? 20 to 25 repetitions is adequate. Okay. Once we've, I don't forget what number we're on here. I think that's about 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and you see this range of motion that's starting to increase in my shoulders. You can actually see my shoulders getting more engaged here. You see that? So right here, watch this rotation, boom. So let's pay attention to that. Let's start opening up those shoulders. Now, once you've completed 20 to 25 reps with this, we're gonna bring our shoulders in, and we're gonna do a rotation. We're gonna pull down, right? And then we're gonna go up and over. Pull down, up and over. You can keep your hands together, doesn't matter. And the higher you go, it's a little bit more of a challenge when you reach. But we wanna turn that wrist in, come all the way down, and up and over. Let's do 15 to 20 reps of this. You can really start to feel this in your chest, that sternal insertion here. You can watch it activate when I do the movement. And all the way down. Now next, what I like to do is, this is baby time. This is for people that need to feel like they're holding their baby, but it's great for your shoulders. So what you're gonna do is, you're gonna hold on to each elbow and create this nice brace, this nice kind of cradle here. And what you're gonna do is we're gonna rotate those shoulders, okay? This is particularly good for the posterior delt, this rear deltoid. We wanna activate that. And there's also this element of active resistance. So as I'm pulling here, I'm activating resistance here. So I'm pulling, same on this side. I'm pulling and activating resistance. The more resistance you want, the more resistance you apply, the faster your shoulders will warm up. And you can go a little higher. Ooh, that was good. A little lower. Go back the other way. About 10, 15 reps, clockwise and counterclockwise. You can really exaggerate the movement, get wider and bigger. Okay. And we'll do another shoulder, just circular rotation, shoulder, and bring it in. Circular rotation, and bring it out. All different size, large circles, clockwise, counterclockwise, bring it into the center. Reverse it. Let's get it warmed up here. Stretch, reach. Just imagine like you're in the water having a good time. It's great for the shoulders. And that concludes today's warm up for your shoulders. Let's get to the workout. All right, so today we're going to sculpt some strong, capable shoulders. Let's get started. So we're gonna get down in the superhero position. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna extend our hands forward and keep them off the ground and rotate those shoulders back and hold into the lower back. Take a deep breath, exhale and stretch, all the while keeping those shoulders up, engaging that lower back, thoracic spine. Let's continue to perform as many reps as you can in 30 seconds. Now we're gonna transition to the side plank. So we're gonna get into the plank position. First, you can go ahead and secure your arm on the ground. You can start either with your legs nice and wide, or if you want more of a challenge, we'll stack our feet on top of each other. So we're gonna go ahead, keep our spine straight. Make sure that arm is straight, parallel with your shoulder, hands on the hip, feet nice and wide at the bottom. And hold this for 30 seconds. All right, so let's transition over to the left side plank. Follow me over here. Same exact procedure will be performed for the opposite side here. I'm gonna stack those feet on top of each other, and I'm gonna stabilize that arm and hold here, keeping the spine straight, engaging those obliques, and maximizing contraction on that shoulder. All right. Hold in that position for 30 seconds. All right, so let's go to our next shoulder exercise. It is the L-sit shoulder push-up. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna leverage our body much like a jackknife position here, is you're gonna press with your shoulders all the way down till your head touches the floor. You can feel that in your shoulders and triceps for sure, keeping your core engaged. Let's continue to perform as many reps as you can in 30 seconds. Next exercise is the overhead shoulder reach. You can stay in the seated position, you can stand up, whatever's more comfortable for you. You can sit down in a chair and perform this. I prefer to sit in this position or stand up and perform it because you get that dynamic range of motion and core activation with the obliques with this. So you're just going to transition your body as you reach and stretch. So let's go ahead and perform as many reps as you can in the 30 seconds, really reaching for it. Okay, so now that you've completed, we're gonna switch over to the side plank. So I'm gonna take you through the form. What you're gonna do is stabilize yourself from the start. We're gonna place that hand directly in line and just hold our hands on the hips here, stabilize and keep your feet spread nice and wide. And if you really want to challenge, you can take your both feet here. You can raise your leg, but we're just gonna hold here. 30 seconds prescribed. All right, so now we're gonna do a side plank from the other side. Same position. Make sure that arm is straight, parallel with your shoulder. Keep your hips up. Engage those obliques. Like I said, if you wanna reach, make it more challenging, and get your legs up if you like. But if you just wanna stay nice and comfortable, hands on the hip, feet nice and wide at the bottom. 30 seconds prescribed. All right, great job, great intensity, great heart, great effort. We're moving and progressing every single day, and I'm very proud that you're on this journey with me. So we're gonna return to center, we're gonna recollect ourselves so that we can direct all this energy, all this intensity, all this focus, all this discipline into all your tasks for the remainder of your day. But before we get to that, let's take care of our body. Let's take care of our shoulders, give them the respect that they deserve. They work so hard. When you do your push-up movements, when you do your back movements, when you work your arms, when you do everything, when you're grabbing groceries and you're opening doors, everything is involving the shoulder. So let's give it the proper respect, shall we? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take your right arm, bring it to your back, and I want you to see if you can see here where I'm grabbing my wrist. And what I'm gonna do is as I grab my wrist and I slowly pull, okay, I'm gonna lean over and stretch my trap and my deltoid. So you can see here, this is where I'm gonna stretch, right here. And as I engage with this movement here, you wanna keep your jaw locked, your teeth locked in together, so you can stretch out the mastoid muscles in the neck as well. So let's focus on this stretch. We're gonna grab, okay, secure that position nice and tight. And then we're gonna turn, engage, and rotate. Feel that heart rate. Continue breathing normally. Bring that heart rate down. Slowly remember all the things that you have to take responsibility for today, and that you're so much better off because you put in this hard work with this workout. You can take that positive approach now, that proactive mentality. Now you're ready at a moment's notice to respond to anything around you. Let's keep cooling down. A little more traction and release. We'll bring that arm forward. Let's get some rotation. Then we're gonna switch the other side. Same thing, we're gonna grab the end of that wrist, secured right here with the fingers. And we're gonna pull as we exhale. Now there's a lot of variation, there's a lot of room for improvement here. So I don't want you to hurt yourself. I just want you to get to the point where you're gonna engage and get a nice stretch, nice and relaxed. I know you're starting to remember you have to pick up the kids, there's soccer practice, you gotta wash the car, there's stuff to do around the house, there's all the responsibilities of your job, all the pressures of the day. It's all returning now. But the good news is that you've taken this time to dedicate to priority number one. Priority number one is your health. Your health, your happiness, and your ability to be more proficient through your daily tasks can be accomplished through this daily practice every day. It's so important. The cool down is how you slowly recalibrate your brain into getting back involved in the tasks that you have for your day. Let's release that stretch. All right, that was a great workout this week. We added 2 new movements for your challenge, and that is gonna increase the health and mobility of your shoulders for longevity. This week, now that you've found your form, it's time to perform. So let's take that mentality, that philosophy, and apply it to your family and your community. And there is no telling what we can change when we take the effort to become a better individual. We can affect the world around us. I'll see you tomorrow.